Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, let me take you on a journey not of miles, but of the mind, a journey not to distant lands, but to the infinite potential that lies within you. The world is a battlefield of challenges, a storm of distractions, and a relentless tide of opinions, setbacks, and criticisms. Yet in the midst of this chaos, there exists a power so profound, so invincible, that it can elevate you above the fray, render you untouchable, and place you in command of your own destiny. That power is the mastery of your mind, the ability to act as if nothing bothers you, to remain calm in the storm, and to move through life with the quiet confidence of a conqueror. Today I stand before you, not to preach but to awaken. I am here to share with you a blueprint, a set of eternal principles that will transform you from a victim of circumstance into the architect of your fate. These principles are not new. They have been practiced by the greats of history, men and women who rose above adversity, defied the odds, and walked through life with an unshakable presence. They are the principles of mental mastery, emotional control, and silent power. These principles are yours to claim if you dare to seize them. The truth is this: every comment, every setback, every slight that gets under your skin is a theft of your power. When you allow the noise of the world to dictate your emotions, you surrender your greatest asset, your mind. But the most unshakable among us, the titans of success, do not have fewer problems. No, my friends, they have simply mastered how to react. They have trained their minds to remain steady, to respond with intention, to act, as if nothing can disturb their inner peace. And in this mastery lies their strength. Imagine a life where you walk through the storms of adversity, unfazed, where insults roll off you like water off a duck's back, where setbacks are but stepping stones to greater heights. Imagine a life where you are in complete control, not of the world around you, but of the world within you. This is not a dream, but a reality you can create. In the pages that follow, I will reveal to you the 10 eternal principles of mental mastery, the keys to cultivating an unshakable mind. These are not mere theories, but practical steps forged in the fires of experience and proven by the lives of those who have achieved greatness. Embrace them, apply them, and you will become a force to be reckoned with. A person of power, presence, and purpose. The power of indifference. Mastering the art of detachment. The world is a cacophony of noise. Opinions, criticisms, distractions, and setbacks assail us from every side. It is relentless in its efforts to pull us off course, to stir our emotions, to rob us of our peace. But true strength lies not in fighting every battle, but in choosing which battles are worth your energy. True strength lies in the art of detachment, in training your mind to act as if nothing bothers you. Picture a mighty oak standing tall in a storm. The winds howl, the branches sway, but the oak remains rooted, unmoved, unshaken. This is the mindset you must cultivate. When you allow external events to dictate your mood, you become a puppet dancing to the whims of forces beyond your control. But when you detach your emotions from the chaos of the world, you become the master of your destiny. Consider the great leaders of history, men like Abraham Lincoln and women like Cleopatra. They were not spared the slings and arrows of criticism, nor the weight of adversity. Yet they moved through life with an air of control, as if they knew a secret the world did not. And what was that secret? It was the power of indifference, the ability to remain unaffected by the trivialities that consume lesser minds. They understood that thought precedes action, that what you think you become. If you react impulsively to every slight, you give away your power. But if you cultivate an unwavering mindset, the world bends to your will. Emotional detachment, the key to inner peace. Emotional detachment is not the absence of feeling, but the mastery of it. It is the ability to experience emotions, joy, sadness, anger, without allowing them to control you. It is the understanding that your inner world is sacred, untouchable, and that no external force can disturb your peace unless you permit it. Imagine you are in a heated argument. The other person hurls insults, their words designed to provoke. Do you react? Do you let their venom poison your spirit? Or do you smile knowing their words hold no weight unless you give them power? This is the essence of emotional detachment. It is refusing to hand over your peace to the chaos of the world. Mindful indifference, the superpower of selective focus. We live in a world that conditions us to care about everything, to seek approval, to chase validation, to worry over every opinion and judgment. Society tells us that our worth is measured by how much we invest in the thoughts of others. But true freedom comes when you realize that most things simply do not matter. The next time you find yourself overthinking a criticism or setback, pause and ask, will this matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, let it go. The ability to prioritize your energy, to invest it in what truly matters, and to release what does not, is the key to mastering mindful indifference. Breaking the approval trap. The path to self-reliance. Seeking approval places your happiness and confidence in the hands of others. But no one's opinion of you should outweigh your own. The moment you give someone else the power to define your worth, you lose control over your life. True confidence is not given. It is built on self-reliance, the unwavering belief that you do not need anyone's permission to be yourself. Handling criticism, turning noise into wisdom. Criticism is inevitable. As long as you dare to dream and rise above the ordinary, there will be voices that seek to pull you down. But criticism is nothing more than words from those who may not understand your journey. It only has power if you give it power. The strongest among us do not crumble at criticism. They filter it through logic and use it to their advantage. Composure under pressure, the mark of a champion. Pressure is the crucible in which character is forged. Some break, some fold, but the strong remain unshaken. Composure is the ability to respond with calm calculation, not to panic or complain when things do not go according to plan. The strongest individuals do not flinch under pressure. They exude calmness, certainty, and control. Letting go. The art of flowing with life. Much of our suffering comes from clinging to what we cannot control. True mental strength lies in letting go. Detach from rigid expectations and develop resilience. When you stop resisting and accept what is, you move forward with a peace that others admire but cannot understand. The power of silence, a weapon of influence. In a world obsessed with noise, silence is a weapon. It forces others to second-guess themselves, to wonder what you are thinking. When you master the art of silence, you shift power dynamics in your favor. Silence is not weakness, it is strategy. Training the mind. Building an unshakable fortress. Your mind is your battlefield. To build an unshakable mind, you must forge mental habits. Gratitude to counter negativity. Discipline to override laziness, and detachment to eliminate suffering. The strongest among us control their minds, and in doing so, they control everything else. Moving in silence. The strategy of true power. Real power does not shout. It whispers. The strongest among us move quietly, strategically, and with precision. They do not announce their plans, seek approval, or seek validation. They act and let their results speak for themselves. When you master moving in silence, you move with certainty, and that certainty commands respect. Mastery of your mind. When you learn to master your mind, you unlock the ultimate power of your own destiny. Your thoughts, your reactions, your choices, they all contribute to shaping your reality. But it all begins with understanding your inner world. It's about controlling your emotional response, focusing on your own purpose, and developing the resilience to remain steady in the face of chaos. To conquer adversity, you need to embrace the mindset of the great achievers. Those who didn't bend under pressure, but instead rose to the occasion with unwavering calmness. They knew that true power isn't in reacting to every obstacle, but in moving forward with grace and determination, unaffected by external turmoils. Apply the principles. The 10 principles outlined here are the foundation of mental mastery. You don't need to be perfect to start applying them, you just need to begin. Take control of your mind. Detach from the noise, and let your actions speak louder than words. Develop a deep understanding that no one can disrupt your peace unless you allow it. The challenges you face are part of your growth, but how you respond to them, your mindset, determines the outcome. By training your mind every day, you'll develop the emotional resilience needed to stay unshaken. You will no longer be a prisoner of your emotions or the circumstances around you. Instead, you'll become the architect of your destiny, calmly navigating through life with purpose and confidence. Commit to your own growth. Success is not about waiting for the perfect moment or the right conditions to come into place. It's about committing to growth, even when the road is unclear. Trust in your ability to rise above distractions and setbacks. Commit to making small steps toward building your unshakable mindset. Start by practicing these principles daily. Visualize your success. Detach from external negativity. And choose to act with intention. Each day you will grow stronger until you move through life with a quiet confidence that speaks volumes. Your presence will become undeniable. Building unstoppable power. The journey to mastering your mind is a lifelong process, but the rewards are beyond measure. You will not only achieve success, you will embody it. You will become a person who walks through life with the strength of character, unwavering calm, and the power to shape your own destiny. When you move through the world in alignment with these principles, you will no longer need to prove anything to anyone. Your results will speak for themselves. The energy you project will attract what is meant for you and repulse that which does not serve your purpose. In this journey, you'll discover that true power is not about external validation or praise. It's about aligning your actions with your inner purpose and remaining true to yourself no matter the obstacles. Final thoughts. The choice is now yours. Will you continue to react to the noise of the world? Or will you embrace these principles and cultivate the strength to remain unshaken? Remember, the most powerful individuals in history didn't react to the world. They created their own path with deliberate actions and unshakable conviction. By mastering your mind, practicing emotional detachment, moving in silence, and building an unwavering sense of self-worth, you will become an unstoppable force. The world will look at you and wonder how you remain so calm, composed, and confident even in the face of adversity. You will know the answer it is because you have chosen to act as if nothing bothers you. Step into your power today. The world awaits your transformation. Seize it now and let nothing stop you. Take action. Start applying these principles immediately. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Begin today. Pause before reacting. Detach from negativity and start building your mental strength. Your journey towards mastering your mind starts now. Embrace the power of indifference, emotional detachment, and silence. Train your mind to be unshakable and move in silence. With every step, you will grow stronger, more resilient, and closer to your highest self. The world is waiting to see what you will become. Will you rise above the noise and chaos? Will you take control of your mind and your destiny? The choice is yours. Start today. You are unstoppable. Master the art of detachment. In the battle of life, the ability to detach emotionally from the outside world is your secret weapon. It is not about ignoring life's challenges, but about choosing not to let them control your peace. When you detach, you create space for clarity, wisdom, and personal growth. You move through life with the calm of a seasoned strategist, who understands that emotional reactions are not the key to success. Discipline is. Consider the examples of the world's greatest leaders. They didn't allow the opinions or actions of others to sway them. Instead, they focused on their mission, their purpose, and their vision. They moved with purpose in silence, and their actions spoke volumes. You too can adopt this mindset. Detach from the chaos. Reclaim your power. Act with intention. Consistency is key. Consistency is the heartbeat of mental mastery. It is the daily practices, the small decisions made in alignment with your purpose that build an unshakable mind. When you commit to mental training, when you practice the art of emotional detachment, silence, and control, you begin to reshape your reality. This consistency doesn't need to be grand. Small daily practices add up over time. Whether it's pausing before reacting, focusing on what truly matters, or building discipline in your thoughts and actions. These daily choices define your future. And as you move forward with consistency, you will notice the changes. Life will no longer overwhelm you. Instead, you'll stand tall, calm, and unshaken, no matter what challenges arise. Silence speaks louder than words. In a world that constantly demands attention, silence becomes a rare and powerful tool. When you master silence, you wield influence. Silence forces others to pay attention to your presence, not because you're shouting for it, but because it commands respect. In conversations, in decisions, in every situation, the person who can remain silent has the power to lead. Silence is not about shutting down, it's about allowing the space for clarity and understanding. The quieter you become, the more others lean in. In the business world, in relationships, in leadership roles, silence is your ally. It gives you time to observe, assess, and respond with precision. It builds trust and strengthens your influence. The greatest leaders, innovators, and creators all knew the power of silence. They didn't speak to fill the void. They spoke with purpose and intention when the time was right. Your journey begins now. By embracing the principles of detachment, silence, and emotional mastery, you set yourself on a path that few will ever walk. You will no longer be tossed around by the winds of life. You will remain anchored, steadfast, and sure. This journey to mental mastery is not an overnight process. It is a lifetime commitment to strengthening your mind, refining your emotional resilience, and aligning your actions with your true purpose. Every step you take today is a step toward a future where you are unshakable. The key is to act now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for things to settle. Take control of your mind and your destiny and begin today. The power of non-reaction. The world will test you. It will push you to react, to defend, to engage in every argument, but you have the power to choose non-reaction. You don't need to respond to every criticism or opinion. You don't need to engage in every conflict. By choosing to remain unaffected, you reclaim your peace and your power. People who react to everything are constantly drained. They lose their energy, their focus, and their inner strength. But when you choose non-reaction, you protect your energy. You become immune to the chaos around you. You walk through life as a person who cannot be disturbed by the trivialities of the world. Harnessing your true power. There is no greater power than mastering your own mind. When you control your thoughts and emotions, you hold the key to your own future. Success does not come from reacting to life's challenges. It comes from responding with intention and clarity. By mastering your mind, you gain the ability to move through life with purpose, calm, and unshakable confidence. The world will test you. It will try to distract you, to make you doubt yourself, to pull you off course. But when you master these principles, you become unstoppable. No obstacle, no setback, no criticism will be able to shake your foundation. You will walk through life like a conqueror, unaffected by the storms of the world, yet always in command of your own destiny. Building mental strength. every day. The greatest minds are built over time. Just as the body becomes stronger with exercise, the mind becomes unshakable through daily training. Start small. Focus on your breath. Pause before reacting. Remain calm in the face of adversity. Every time you choose to respond with composure, you build your mental strength. It doesn't take a huge shift to make a difference. By making small, consistent changes in how you approach life, you will start to see profound results. Your mind will become stronger, your presence will become more powerful, and your confidence will be unshakable. You are unstoppable. With these principles in place, you become unstoppable. You walk through life with a confidence that radiates from within. You are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are a victor. You control your reactions. You control your emotions. You control your destiny. The world will try to knock you down. It will try to distract you. But by mastering these principles of mental mastery, you will remain unshaken. You will rise above it all and step into your power. The choice is yours. You now have the tools to master your mind, emotions, and actions. You are equipped to walk through life with unshakable confidence, knowing that nothing can disturb your inner peace. The road ahead may not always be smooth, but with the mental fortitude and emotional resilience you've developed, you can navigate any storm. Will you take the first step toward mastering your mind? Will you embrace the power of indifference, emotional detachment, and silence? The choice is yours. Start today and become the master of your destiny.